Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is actually my first ever official video besides my intro. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my photos. I use a bunch of different apps and I get so many different questions what filters I use, or do I use some things called presets. Decided to make this my first video. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, they'll be linked down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy this video. Okay, so that was weird, huh? The first thing I'm going to show you guys is how the apps that I use. So I usually use VSCO. Okay, I just edited this with my cousin. This is my VSCO. If you guys want to follow it, it'd be greatly appreciated. Let's say this photo, I just recently took it. It's from, it's right in the corner of my backyard. So I use Lightroom a lot. I actually haven't been using VSCO that much. Where is it? This is my Lightroom. I haven't been editing. I haven't really I downloaded new presets. So there's this, I'll link her down below. Her name is Maddie. I don't know how to pronounce her last name and I don't want to butcher it. So I use her presets and all you have to do is download them. I downloaded them from my computer. They were like 30 bucks, but I edit my photos a lot and I love them actually. Different ones, and you can just save these presets and download them into Lightroom, and then you can just change the filters and everything on them. So I'll just use my photo that I took the other day. So this one, it probably looks a little bit lighter on camera. So these are all, it's crop, profiles, auto, light, color, effects, all of that down there. The first thing I go to is, I'm gonna reset this actually, this whole thing. So this is it before I didn't do anything with it. I pick a preset after I downloaded them. I will link her page down below so it shows you a step-by-step tutorial how to do that. I think I used Bikini Beach. I think it looked so good and it gives me a nice crisp gold tan. And then I go in with effects and I just toned down the texture just a little bit just because I don't need it to be rough. And then exposure, I play around with it until I find that right happy medium. And then with some color, I'll add some temp to fix the warmth. I add a little bit of that. And then vibrance, I put up a little bit because if you put it up too much, it just kind of looks brownish. This looks a lot lighter on my camera on how I'm showing you than the literal actual photo. It looks whatever. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted it. And then I play around with the saturation a little bit. Nice golden tan. Edit this specific photo. So this is on Lightroom. This is one of the presets. This is one of them I've been using. I've saved it, and then this is the same presets I used. I don't know which preset I actually used, to be honest. This is horrible explaining something different, but I'm trying to think of different intro ideas and I just can't. So this is how I edited this specific photo. Is I used one of my presets and I picked out again which one I wanted, and I adjusted everything so it's super white, and I played around with the lighting and the contrast. And then but if you definitely go a little bit darker, it gives it that nice, you go a little bit darker, a little bit whiter, it gives it that nice white, which is really pretty. And then some color, I don't do crazy with color. I add some pink in the background because it is the sunset. I think it looks really pretty. So then next, put up the temp a little bit just because I want it to be, my TikTok, I want it to be a little bit brighter. And as you can see, I toned down the texture. So that's one of the apps I use. It's Lightroom. And another I use is VSCO. I use VSCO all the time to edit my photos. Specifically, I'm trying to find a photo that I used to edit on here. Okay, this one I edited with VSCO, so I used KK1. So I'm going to pick a random photo. Okay, so obviously this photo I didn't edit on VSCO. This is from Lightroom. This is one of my presets that I've been using. This is it, completely natural and no filter, so I'm going to take you step by step on how I edit. Okay, so even before this, I take my photos and I actually go into Facetune or Makeup Plus. And everyone's probably why are you Facetuning? You're that's fake, whatever. I don't. I just smooth places that I feel like are not, you know, but I just like feel like I don't necessarily look good in. That's just like how I feel. So this is my photo that I edited. I smoothed it out and I really didn't do honestly anything to it. Ugh. So I'll show you about that. So anything that I'm doing is I'm basically just smoothing out areas that I feel that are too whatever, like too much. And this was already previously edited, so I'm just like showing you the things that I did. I don't whiten my teeth obviously or anything, but if I'm at an awkward angle, like sometimes I'll just fix the way that maybe my shoulder is or something. But this was just pretty good, so I didn't really touch myself on anything. Sometimes I smooth out my chin. I know, I'm so bad. But then I go into Makeup Plus. This is like my girl because this is where I use to get a little bit tanner. And these random ads come up all the time. So then you would hit, I don't know what I just hit. You hit touch up. And you could just pick any photo. So I'll do the one that I picked here. And it actually like edits it for you first before you even do anything, which I just personally don't really like because obviously like this is not how I want it. And it changes, like you could literally go like this and you look like an alien. Like it's like ridiculous. I don't really touch myself or anything. I go to the foundation and I scroll to like toffee and I make myself a little bit tanner, or I just stick probably with bronze the most because it just looks more natural and it looks lighter on my thing than here. So and then I do some contouring. I usually do oval and sometimes I'll add some blush, I know. So then after I do that, I just go into my VSCO and that's where I edit everything else. So I'm going to actually end up starting with this photo. So the first thing I do is I mess around with the exposure. I don't want it to be too bright or too dark, so I kind of push down the exposure a little bit. It just looks brighter on my computer, so I'm trying to like figure that out. I literally was like a freak, so I bought all of the filters that VSCO has available. So I kind of just, I really just honestly scroll through every filter and figure out which ones I genuinely like, which ones like would go with my feed. I've been actually like really into like dog 1 lately or dog 3, but anything else I usually edit on Lightroom obviously. But I try to just like see stuff that would like naturally go with my feed. Even like E5 I do like, I feel like that's pretty. I'm gonna go with dog 3, and this is where I really start messing around with everything. So I put the exposure at about, I always try to do negative 1.2. That's just like normal and it doesn't look weird. And then I mess around with the contrast. I'll probably put it down because that's too much. And then if I don't really like the exposure, I'll fix that. Yeah, that's fine. 0.9 is fine. And then I always use highlights. It just tones the picture down a little bit. Like if you use too much, it's like obvious. But then I go in with the temperature and I make it a little bit warmer because it's about to be summer, ladies and gents. Like, and then I mess around with some tin and I add some pink in it. This is where it gets a little tricky, is the saturation. If you use way too much saturation, it's just not gonna look good. I don't even use saturation, honestly. Like I'll use like 0.1 if anything. And my hair looks bad in this, I feel like. So if you want to discard any of your changes, you just hit discard changes and it literally goes right back to normal. I'm going to use another photo that I haven't touched. I haven't edited, not touched. Let's see. Oh my god, I take so many photos. Oh, I can just use a random photo. I don't know, I don't want to use like a random. I was going to use like something I took like from my laptop. Oh, this is cute. No. Oh my god, I always do that. Okay, so you just hit edit. I used dog 3 on this one and you just, I think it looks really cute. And it just like looks weird on the computer, but whatever. Okay, so those are the things that I usually normally how I would edit my photos. I'm going to show you how I edited my landscape photo, and that will be probably my last one on Lightroom. So I go to Lightroom and I went to the beach, so I took this photo. It's so beautiful. So I'm just going to reset everything. This is its natural. It's beautiful anyway. But I just wanted to add more like white in it so it like went along with my feed if I wanted to post it even on VSCO. So I'm going to go right to my presets and I'm going to go in with, I just like look through every single one of them. Like which one would look decent or not, any of these. Like which one do I want to go with my feed. So I'm going to probably go with Creamy Glow. And I'm going to up the exposure. I'm going to kind of like fix everything so I don't know why it's not like, yeah. I put the shadows to 100 because it makes it a lot lighter. So I'm going to up the temperature. The temperature is what helps it makes it look a little bit wider and lighter. So I up my temperature. And then the vibrance I also up as well. And then the texture I just push down. That's not what I meant to do. Oh my god, I just hit auto. I was literally... That's annoying. Right. Now that's annoying. Okay. I'm kind of back where I started, but that's annoying. Okay, so yeah, I'm just playing around, kind of like what I think would like look decent, and yeah, I really like, wait. And then I put the tint on it so it looks like a beautiful sunset. I edited this totally different than the one I posted, but I just think it looks really pretty. It just depends like how you want your feed to look and like what you like. Like people obviously don't edit their pictures the same and don't like how I personally edit my pictures. But that's just a preference. The vibrance I put up to, this looks like just a natural, really pretty sunset. So, and I up the saturation a little bit, and then I save it. Okay, so to save on Lightroom, it's not that confusing. You just go at the top and you hit export to camera roll, and it takes like a hot sec. And then you can go to wherever you want to post, your Instagram. That's awkward. That's my first. I ain't even gonna crop that out. And then you could just obviously post, think of a caption. While I'm here, this is my Instagram. This is my feed. It's pretty like sporadic, honestly, lately. Probably the best of my feed, oh my god, was summer 2018. It was just like so bright and like pretty. I don't know. That was like my favorite summer ever. But recently I've been editing better. So this is one of the pictures I edited on Lightroom, and another I edited on Lightroom as well. This was edited on VSCO. So this is my feed, and just like depends on like what you want your feed to be like. I kind of try to change my feed a little bit every time, but I'm not like in love with my feed because it's just not like orderly. But I'm going to show you my Instagram blog, and this is orderly. It's pretty with all that. This is the bottom. It's like semi-decent. This is really pretty, this whole thing, if you guys want to definitely follow that. So I edited this on Lightroom. All these are Lightroom. So if you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm just not great at explaining, but those are the apps that I use to edit my photos. I don't use anything else. So if you guys definitely liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my social medias, because that's where I post my photos, and I just got a lot of questions asking them about how I do it. So I hope that was a pretty thorough or a better explanation. But don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're safe and healthy with everything going on. See you guys next time.